All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails. Over the end line.
Come on now. Sit. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Set. Ready. Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to right. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really get
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
from midfield. Here's Wentz. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
There we go. Back. Waiting. Good chip.
From the gun on third down, Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They go play action here on first down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Hey, we got 3 down.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Hey.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Part of the reason they're here, no doubt, was his big performance in the NFC title game, and that's his first catch of the Super Bowl.
Hey. Gun. 180. 58, boys, 58. 58 is fight. Check right, check right. Here we go. Keep him deep, keep him deep.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, my Cam. There's times when I'm not analyzing up here. I'm just appreciating. Led NFL quarterbacks in rushing last year. He is truly the ultimate weapon at that position.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Gun. Green.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Switch. Listen, 180. Gun. Check three. Let's go.
They'll run for it. Anderson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Check. Don't go. 180.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, we go. Back man.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he connects with Hurts. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Hey, empty. Check.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dontari Poe able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Go, go. 180. Check 59. Mike.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Come on now.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Here we go. Here we go. 120.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 180.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
This one complete to Devin Funchess. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, here's Newton. Rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Check 26, check 26.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Able to shake him off. Stepping up, he'll try and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Great. Let's rock now. Out. Great.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he's got it up and through. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Go. 120. Mike.
Wentz now on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Throwing now is Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. 30. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check, 4 down.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
They run with Ajayi. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Ram. Don't go. Lady. Check, 9. All day, every day, any day.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Completes it to Aguilar. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's Ajayi. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now it's Ajayi. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Ram.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Ertz got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Bennett in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And now he'll tuck it and run. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Newton.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And surprisingly, this is the first. And how about this, a fake? And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Watch tight end. Tight right. There we go, back man. 180!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here's Newton, flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On first down, Newton. Flush to his right. Complete to right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Newton, he'll buy some time right. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Newton. A dump off to Anderson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. And the blitz does come. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Cam Newton with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he's able to put it through. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We got 4. Here we go. Blue 80. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Everyone's got 4. Here we go. 280. Mike, check. Listen.
Working from the gun. Wentz eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now Newton on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Here we go. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
36.
And Newton's going to keep it. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. We're going to set. 180. Even. 4 down. Even.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Jarius Wright that time. And it's 3rd and short.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on him all game long.
And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Paul Warlow in to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 4.
White 20. Check. Fresno. Hey.
Back to throw. Rolling to his right. Got a man. It's right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Gun.
Newton takes it himself, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with time running out, and the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. 1 possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's brought down after a good gain. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
We got three.
They'll look to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final try now for Wentz. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So for Carolina, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.